What if I told you that most millionaires don't drive Ferraris, wear Rolexes, or live in mega mansions? It sounds crazy, right? But that's the core message of the eye-opening book, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. They spent years researching America's wealthy, and what they found will completely change how you think about money. The book shatters the myth that millionaires are high-income, high-spending celebrities or trust fund kids. Instead, the typical millionaire is someone you'd never suspect. They're your neighbor who runs a small business, the teacher who's been investing for decades, or the welder who lives in a modest house. They are what the authors call paws, or prodigious accumulators of wealth. These are people who are exceptionally good at building wealth relative to their income. On the other side, you have UAWs, or under-accumulators of wealth, who have high incomes but very little to show for it, because they spend it all. So, what's the secret? It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. The authors identified 7 common traits among these everyday millionaires. Let's break them down. First, they live well below their means. This is the golden rule. It's not about being cheap, it's about being intentional. Millionaires Next Door prioritize financial independence over displaying social status. They'd rather have a fat investment account than the latest luxury car. They understand that every dollar they don't spend on a depreciating asset is a dollar they can invest to work for them. They create a budget, they track their expenses, and they make conscious choices to avoid lifestyle inflation. But when they get a raise, they don't immediately upgrade their house or car. Instead, they increase their savings and investment rate. Second, they allocate their time, energy, and money efficiently in ways conducive to building wealth. This means they spend a significant amount of time planning their finances. While the average person might spend more time planning their vacation, the future millionaire spends hours each month studying investments, managing their portfolio, and looking for financial opportunities. They treat building wealth like a part-time job. They're proactive, not reactive. They don't just hope for the best. They have a clear plan and they stick to it. The third trait is that they believe financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. This ties back to living below their means. They're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. In fact, they reap probably the Joneses that other people aren't trying to keep up with because they look so average. Their satisfaction comes from their growing net worth, their freedom, and their security, not from what other people think of their possessions. They drive reliable, used cars, live in middle-class neighborhoods, and wear inexpensive watches. They've made a deliberate choice to trade short-term gratification for long-term freedom. Fourth, their parents did not provide economic outpatient care. This is a fascinating point. The authors found that adult children who receive regular financial handouts from their parents tend to be less financially successful. Why? Because they never learn to be set. They consume more and save less because they know there's a safety net. The millionaire next door, on the other hand, was often raised to be independent and responsible for their own financial well-being. They learned the value of $1 because they had to earn it themselves. Fifth, their adult children are economically self-sufficient. This is the flip side of the previous point. Millionaires next door raise their children to be financially responsible. They teach them about saving, investing, and the importance of hard work. Their goal isn't to spoil their kids, but to equip them with the knowledge and habits they need to build their own wealth. They understand that true wealth is not just money, but the ability to create it. The sixth trait is that they are proficient in targeting market opportunities. Many millionaires next door are self-employed or own their own businesses. They often operate in what might be considered dull normal industries. Think welding contractors, pest controllers, or mobile home park owners. These aren't glamorous fields, but they are often profitable with less competition. These entrepreneurs identified a need in their community and built a successful business around it. They focus on providing value and managing their business finances with the same discipline they apply to their personal finances. And finally, the seventh trait, they chose the right occupation. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be a doctor or a lawyer. As we just saw, many are small business owners. The key is choosing a path where you can generate a good income while also having control over your financial destiny, whether it's a profession or a business. They are in a position where their hard work and smart decisions directly impact their bottom line. So, how do you become the next millionaire next door? It starts with a mindset shift. Stop equating wealth with high consumption. Instead, think of wealth as what you accumulate, not what you spend. Start by building a budget and tracking your spending. Find out where your money is actually going. You'll probably be surprised. Then, set a goal to save and invest a specific percentage of your income. The book suggests aiming for at least 15% of your pre-tax income. Automate your savings so the money goes directly into your investment accounts before you even have a chance to spend it. Pay yourself first. Next, get educated. Spend time learning about personal finance and investing. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius. Simple, low-cost index funds are a great place to start. The important thing is to be an active participant in your financial future. And finally, be patient. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The millionaires in this book didn't get rich overnight. They got rich slowly through decades of disciplined saving, smart investing, and living below their means. It's about consistency and discipline over a long period. The power of compound interest is your best friend on this journey. The Millionaire Next Door is a powerful reminder that financial freedom is achievable for almost anyone, regardless of their income. It's not about winning the lottery or getting a lucky break. It's about making conscious, disciplined choices every single day. It's about playing good defense with your money, avoiding unnecessary expenses and debt as much as it is about playing good offense by earning more. The secret to becoming a millionaire is surprisingly simple and, for many, hiding in plain sight. It's the quiet, unassuming person next door who values freedom over flash. So, the next time you see someone in a modest car and a simple home, don't judge a book by its cover. You might just be looking at the next millionaire next door. Thanks for watching. If this video changed your perspective on wealth, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that can help you build your own financial freedom. See you in the next one.